Kokand is a city in Fergana Region in eastern Uzbekistan, at the southwestern edge of the Fergana Valley. The population of Kokand on April 24, 2014 was approximately 187,477. The city lies 228 kilometers southeast of Tashkent, 115 kilometers west of Andijan, and 88 kilometers west of Fergana. It is nicknamed City of Winds, or sometimes Town of the Boar. Kokand's name derives from the well-known tribal family group of Kokand, who belong to the Kokand tribe of Uzbeks. Kokand is at the crossroads of the two main ancient trade routes into the Fergana Valley, one leading northwest over the mountains to Tashkent, and the other west through Kokand. As a result, Kokand is the main transportation junction in the Fergana Valley. History: Kokand has existed since at least the 10th century, under the name of Kokand, and was frequently mentioned in travelers' accounts of the caravan route between India and China. The Han dynasty of China conquered the entire city in the 1st century BC. Later, the Arabs reconquered the region from Tang Empire. The Mongols destroyed Kokand in the 13th century. The present city began as a fort in 1732 on the site of another older fortress called Eski Kurgan. In 1740, it became the capital of an Uzbek kingdom, the Khanate of Kokand, which reached as far as Kyzyl-Dar to the west and Bishkek to the northeast. Kokand was also the major religious center of the Fergana Valley, boasting more than 300 mosques. Russian imperial forces under Mikhail Skobelev captured the city in 1883, which then became part of Russian Turkestan. It was the capital of the short-lived anti-Bolshevik Provisional Government of Autonomous Turkestan. They sought cooperation from Atman-Dutov and Alashkar. However, their emissary to the Emir of Bukhara achieved little. Main sites: the Palace of Kedar, Yukon, was built between 1863 and 1874 by Muhammad Kedar Yukon. Upon completion, it was one of the largest and most opulent palaces in Central Asia. 19 of its original 113 rooms survive, and now host a museum. Jumi Mosque, a Friday mosque built in 1800 to 1812, and reopened in 1989, it can hold 10,000 worshippers. Amin Beg Madrasa, built in 1813. Dakma-i-Shahkorn, an acropolis of the Kokand Khans from the 1830s. Kamza Museum, dedicated to Kokand's Soviet hero Hamza Hakimzad Niyazi. Education and culture. Islam plays large role in the cultural life of Kokand. A number of madrasa can be found with the city. It is also home to a number of notable Hanafi scholars, such as Abdul Hafiz Al-Quani and Yorkin Honkori Al-Quani. There are 2 institutes, 9 colleges and lyceums, 40 secondary schools, 5 musical schools, a theatre, and 20 libraries. There are 7 historical and house museums located in Kokand. Economy: the black market provides nearly 75% of the income generated in the borders of the city. This includes retail, groceries, employment, money exchange, agriculture, and manufacturing of many goods. A large part of the population works as small business owners in outdoor markets. Kokand is a center for the manufacture of fertilizers, chemicals, machinery, and cotton and food products. Over the last 2 decades, new districts and public buildings have been created in the city, as well as many houses, shops, cafes, restaurants, and other private sector ventures. Kokand is an education center with 1 institute, 9 colleges and lyceums, and numerous museums. Notable people: Ida Mayrin, Israeli Olympic rhythmic gymnast; Abdullah Kahor, Uzbek writer.